Hello everybody, it's me Keese, and welcome back to Let's Play Disgaea DS. In the last one, we taught Sova a bunch of new tricks, and in between episodes I also taught Flan a bunch of new tricks. Really the same tricks as Sova learned, but with different pupils. And that was also a thing we learned last time, was we gave Flan and Sova, well I gave Sova and I gave Flan off screen, new pupils, as you can see right here. I've been very creative with their names. I made the mages Flan's pupils just not to confuse the two, and I named them C as well. Because if I named them B, that would have been confusing. I also placed their printies down here, because I have one last thing to teach you in the Dark Assembly. Which is that it's not really that big, but you can delete characters, which is very useful, and because we have to pay the Prinny Squad to proceed with the plot, I'm just gonna get rid of them, seriously. Away with them. Who needs the Prinny Squad? Screw the Prinny Squad, seriously, go die, all of you. And also Flan stuff, because really, I just wanted to teach Flan basic spells. I kind of want to teach Sova. I don't know why my voice changed there, but I kind of want to teach Sova's, you know, more advanced spells. At least elemental spells. So yeah. I've also equipped Sova with a... if I can get to her. Staff. Which is right there. Now, if I gave her a staff while she was learning, that actually would have been a lot more helpful compared to bows, but I didn't, so that was my fault, really. It would have made her learning a lot quicker, as we found out last episode, which I just shoehorned in. But, yeah. This episode, before we get started on with proceeding with the plot, kind of, not really, is we are going to create a new character. And what is this new character, you might say? Now, I haven't checked, but I am pretty sure that yes, we have unlocked the rogue, or more aptly, the thief. I like the thief. It's one of my favorite characters, and I'll explain later, but first we're gonna make an average thief. No approval required because it doesn't really give them that much of a bonus, but as you can see, I don't know what to name him actually. Let's not make him... Ooh, I like Melchior. Actually, I think Megan. I saw Megan there. Yeah, I'm gonna name him Megan. Why not? And again, why Megan? Because... Oops. No. Well, I guess while we're making the thief, I guess it's a good time. It's a bit weird, but it's a good time to introduce the character bio of the character that we're going to be, you know, bioing today, I guess. That was weird. It's gonna be the thief, of course. The thief is one of my favorite classes in Disgaea, and this isn't due to their, you know, ferocity in the battlefield, because, I'll be honest with you, they're pretty useless in a fight. Their weapon mastery is garbage, they don't really do well on any weapon you equip them with, their aptitudes are below average at best, and their stats are average to just outright terrible. So, why do I like the thief? That's because they bring something else to the table. They are a great supporting class. Not in the way of healing or debuffing enemies or buffing allies, but they have amazing mobility, as I hope you can see right there. Their movement of 6 is pretty damn high, and this can only become better if you equip them with items that increase their movement and jump height, and they have a high throwing distance. The thieves have the highest throwing distance of any character that you can create. Now, Why would this be useful? This is useful for traversing the item world, or really any relatively large level. A stack of thieves can get you across the item world pretty quickly, and with a powerful character at the end of that stack, you don't have to worry about there being a gate guard, because they can just kill them. So, it makes traversing the item world pretty easy, and that's why I like the thief. They have a lot of uses. Now, earlier I said the thief can't debuff. However, what they can do is they can steal equipment. Now, any character can steal equipment, but the thief gets the highest possible chance to steal equipment, a maximum of 99%, unlike most characters, which are capped at 50. Now, we haven't touched on stealing items yet, but just as a quick overview / general guide, the percentage chance of stealing an item is based off of two things. Thief's hit stat, which is why it's their highest stat, the most important one for stealing, and the hand's hit stat. Now, hands are items that you need to steal things. The ones you start off are pretty terrible and have a relatively low hit stat, but as the game progresses you get better and better hands that you can use to steal better and better things. Now, why is it important that the thief can steal things? Well, in order to gain access to some of the best equipment in the game, you have to steal them. And with a maximum of 50%, good luck. That's why you want a thief. You want to get 99%, which is practically 100. Let's be honest here. And while the thief can't debuff enemies, stealing their equipment is essentially a debuff, removing their defense or their, offensive stats. Oh, there's a mage that's giving you trouble. Well, let's steal their staff, reduce their magic range. And that's why I like the thief, because it's a versatile character that, while not the strongest, is still very, very useful in numerous occasions, and is just overall something a bit different to just, let's say, the warriors and brawlers. And speaking of different, thieves not only can steal items, but they can also steal stats. That's right, the enemy's stats. Now, this isn't entirely useful because they can only steal stats for themselves and not other characters, but this helps in making them less terrible, so there's that. Overall, I can say that I like the thief because of the class's flexibility on the battlefield. While not being able to impact the battle directly, they can do a bunch of things to help you out, and while their offensive viability may not be that great, you can, with time and effort, make them better. Though, really, that's not what they're used for. You want to use them to steal and plunder. And with that done, actually first I'm thinking of not doing that. Arranging Megan, that she gets to the top. Not she, he gets to the top there. Yes, the thief is a boy. Or I guess a girl, depending on which version of the game you're playing. I mean, to each his own, right? But don't... Oh wow, Mr. Gensi's itself for a lot, but we'll need that for what we're going to do today. So, for now, let's see. RQ22. Ooh, that's tempting, but let's give him a Model 24 for now. I'm gonna give my thief guns because, well, they don't really make good archers, and I increased his hit. And let's buy him armor. Let's just buy him... We can't really buy anything, so let's buy a protector and an amulet, why not? And let's just give him his stuff, and we'll be off to what we're going to do today. There you go. I just wanted to have everybody treated, but finally, after a long wait, It's the item world, one of my favorite features in just the Disgaea games overall, because it's pretty fun. Welcome. This is the gateway to the item world. The item world is one of the most dangerous places in the netherworld. Walk in unprepared and you may die. The topography, geopanels, and geosymbols change every time, so you might run into gaps in your path. I'm not to blame if you enter without an item to escape. I'm not gonna giggle. I am also dumb. This just shows how unprepared I am, but really? Why not actually? Let's buy a common sword. Because, as I will demonstrate later, I will show you why I love the idea of the item world. But first, for now, let's go to the common sword world. Floor 1. Resistant level +1. That was awkward. But yeah, let's do this. Yes. Now, the item world. As you heard earlier from the item world person, I forget what their official title is. The item world is a randomly generated series of levels, which is very interesting. You will see some enemies that you haven't seen before, like this guy, Wilhelm, and also some pretty tough enemies. But for now, I will explain the basics of the item world, which I already am doing. I don't know why I said that. As you can see, there's geopanels everywhere, even though they're not... Actually, they do mean something. Where are the geosymbols? Oops. Okay. But yeah, now these yellow panels are very, very important because you want to get to these guys to move up floors. Now you don't have to kill everybody in a floor. I'm pretty sure it doesn't do anything, but there are a certain number of there are certain NPCs you do want to kill. And as you can see, sometimes the item world can be a dick and give you a thing that you can't reach. Now you can reach this with diagonal throwing, but you can't do that on the DS version, which sucks. But yeah, the item world can be a dick sometimes. And I've got a clip right here that shows how much of a dick the item world can be. Now I'm pretty sure there's worse, but this is the worst I've had so far. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Don't you agree? I couldn't move at all, and I couldn't kill anything to be able to move. I couldn't throw, In the end, I just gave up and used an ability of one of my characters which we haven't unlocked yet. We can unlock them, but I found that he wasn't that useful later on as an offensive character, so yeah, but if we're traversing the item world, if you're gonna do that a lot, which I highly recommend, especially in the aftergame, that you get that character, even if you just keep him at level 1. So, the reason why I wanted Megan is not only can, he steal things, but he can't since we don't have a stealing item yet, is the fact that thieves, as you've seen in their bio, or oops. Let me try that again. Because thieves, as you've seen in their bio, are very, very adept at throwing. They have a throw distance of 6. I don't know why I am speaking like this. But I am, so there you go. Now this throw distance is so much more useful in the PS2 and PSP versions of the game, because you just have a much farther, throw distance, and you can diagonal throw, so you can kind of use those two in a combination. Here it's not so much. It's not that useful because you're kind of limited, which really, I'll be honest with you, sucks. So yeah. But that doesn't mean that we still can't use that 6 throwing distance to our advantage. So let's get Jessie over here. Hopefully we can throw over, these two. And we can. Good. Now we can use Jessie. They're not gonna reach, are they? No, they're not gonna reach. Okay. Well, oh, I kind of screwed us up there. But what you want to really do is try to avoid getting your characters hurt as much as possible. But that doesn't look to be a thing we can do. So, you know what, Fier? Can you nuke everything from orbit? Not quite. Not quite. That actually makes me quite sad. You can't nuke everything from orbit. You can do that, and that might make a space. But we still can't clear our targets, so for now we'll leave them like this. Jessie is gonna get a bit damaged, but yeah. Essentially the goal of the item world is to reach 10 levels, because we will meet special NPCs at the 10th level. Now, I'll probably speed up through most of this, considering that really this is all it is, and oh wow, Star! That really can't unlock a mage that can learn Star yet. And that is a very powerful spell. And Jessie's totally gonna die. Yep. Yeah, Star. Is this? No, she's a red mage. Huh. A red mage that knows Star. And yeah, I didn't notice this. Actually, no, I can't. Never mind. But yeah. A red mage that knows Star. Wow. Star is a spell that has no weaknesses. That's why it's really good. Really, this is a wash, but hey, let's just get, I don't know, Etna in here, lift up, Flan, and okay, what's his weakness? Fire, perfect, we should be able to kill him relatively easily. What? Don't lift! Gosh dang it! As you can see, it can get quite discombobulating because there's just so many enemies. Yeah, he's weak to fire. Yes, alright, let's execute that. And finally get out of this one level. This is also a reason why I don't like killing everything, because it takes a while to kill everything. Doing this is just much, much quicker. So I guess I've explained everything I can for now, and I will speed up the gameplay and, well, see if there's anything interesting that pops up in the item world. Oh, wow. Okay. That is a specialist, if I can select them. Now, specialists are special NPCs, I guess you can call them. You know those little dots next to items? Like, let me see if I can show you. There, those little dots. Like that little dot next to resistance, for example. That is what you call a specialist. Now, specialists, if you manage to kill them, they will increase the stats that they give. So essentially, it'll double. So for example, going back to that protector, that resistance +1, +1 compared to what it normally gives, which is 0, that'll be 2 if we go into the item world of the protector and kill that specialist, which is very handy. But not just that, and that if you kill a specialist, we can move them around to different items. So we can... Actually, what is he? It doesn't say. That is very annoying. But yeah, so for example, if it's the specialist that gives resistance, we can move him to Laharl's protector, which is, like I said, very, very handy. And therefore increase the resistance that Laharl gets. So let's just do that for now. Let's just kill Mike and Boulder Crash just to make sure. Sorry, Boulder Crush, not Boulder Crash. And there you go. Does it usually say that you kill the specialist? I think so, but apparently not today. Anyway, continue up with this beating up. My voice is kind of getting hoarse. I need a glass of water. Don't tell me they removed that. No. God damn it. And this is why, ladies and gentlemen, the item world can be a dick. Because if I had diagonal throwing, I could have thrown them around this obstacle, or through it. But no. But no. Jeez. This item world has been brutal so far, I'll be honest with you. This item world has been brutal. Like, I haven't had an item world this annoying since forever, because these walls we can't jump over, and there has been something like that the past 2 or 3 floors now. What the heck? But I think I'll end this episode off here, because it's almost been like half an hour, and I'll just do this off screen, because this is annoying. I'm not joking, this is annoying, because I'll have to reset. I'll have to reset now. The exit's somewhere over here. There it is. I mean, sure, I can try going through here, but none of my characters have enough throw to make this gap, apart from, well, Megan right there. Fine, I'll give it a shot, why not? Let's see if we end off this. Oh no! Can't even do that. No, I can't even do that. God damn it. Okay, well, I will see you guys in the next time. I will tell you, actually, to make up for it, I'll at least tell you what's on the 10th floor. On the 10th floor is an item general. That's another special NPC. That special NPC essentially gives you bonus stats if you manage to kill him before exiting the item world. Because every 10th floor is when you exit the item world. Unless you have Mr. Gensi's exit. You know what? Screw this. Laharl. Mr. Gensi's exit. Let's show this off. Why not? Why not? Because that was dumb. Let's just sell the one item we got, which is not that useful, which is a paw glove. So let's sell that and get everybody healed up. Okay, we can't even heal up everybody. Jesse's dead. Of course. Let's get everybody as healed up as possible. Okay. I'm gonna sell this common sword later. Alright. As you can see, yep, there you go. And you know what? I'll show that off too. Megan, where's your gun? There you go. Okay, move residence. And as you can see, we can move it to the Model 24. Which is very handy, because now it has more hit. Now you can also combine residents to make them, to save space. Because as you can see, there is only so much population a weapon can have. Now rare weapons can have more population, or at least minimum population. So combining, combining residents is very useful. But for now, I think I will speed this up again, and hopefully this time I will be able to get to the 10th floor, because seriously, this is dumb. Like, this is actually dumb. Finally! Finally! We're on the 10th floor. There's the item general. Really, it's randomized what they end up being. Now, the item general, there's two other mid-bosses like this, but those are only for higher leveled items. Now, I have to say something. There is a limit how much you can level up an item. For common items, it's level 30. For rare items, it's level 60. And for legendary items, it's level 100. Now we haven't had any rare or legendary items yet, but you can tell them because their text is different. Now I will show a guide here, just showing how different that is, but yeah, now, since we're at the 10th floor, we want to kill the item general and then move over to this right here. And oh, don't tell me okay, she's not in an invincibility square. Good. So actually, I have a great idea. Why don't we just mass? Oh, that's why we can't do it. Okay. Well, let's try it anyway. Surely we can do this. Oh, that's Tim, not Sova. I was excited for a minute, like having Sova be able to move that far. That's amazing. Oh, be right back. Okay, I am back. This episode so far has been a mess. I will openly say that. But you know what? Screw it. I am not re-recording this because it's been 40 minutes so far, and I am not going to re-record 40 minutes worth of game. No. No, sir. So, Fia can't even reach that far. I doubt Sova can even reach that far. Can Flawn reach that far? Yes, good. She's weak to ice. Alright. Ice and Flawn. Her, I should say. But okay. Okay. Let's use Laharl. We want to use essentially our most powerful attacks, and no, I don't want him to use Blazing Knuckle, even though I just said we want him to use our most powerful attacks. No, because that'd kill Etna, who is gonna go right beside him. Alright, let's just do a Prinny Raid, and hopefully this will kill the Item General. Okay, this isn't too bad, but yeah, you do want to go ham on the Item General, even though you still want some characters left over, you know, to be able to exit. So that's good. I think Etna and Megan, yeah, I think they'll do just fine when getting Tim to the other side. Now, the recording may be a bit laggy. That's just because I've been recording for 40 minutes, 42 minutes now, and yeah, that's a lot of footage that I'll have to splice up. And finally, there you go. Look at all them level ups. Level 10. Of course, he leveled, you know, the item leveled up because we exited, but that's fine. That's fine. Finally, we got ourselves a level 10 item that Laharl has to equip, which is eh. But if you look, it's so much, well, it's not so much better than the Villager's Axe, but this is the item that Laharl comes with in the game. This is the first thing you get. So if you level it up to level 10, that's pretty damn good. Let's be honest here. So I think I'll equip that to Laharl for now. And oh, we got some other stuff too. Oh no, we didn't. That was Laharl's equipped items. Never mind. Okay, I'm just gonna get everybody healed up, and oh, I can't. Looks like I'll be doing some grinding off-screen again. Anyway, I'll be honest with you, I did enjoy that foray into the item world. It's just that it's so time-consuming, and while you're recording, you know, that's taking your time and doing a lot of things. I don't feel like that's that good because hard drive space is very limited, and a lot of that footage will be sped up because I would normally cut this out, but I'm speeding it up so you can just see like how the item world operates and everything. So, hopefully, in the next one, we'll be actually able to progress plot. Finally. Until then, I will see you guys next time. Bye.